What's going on, everybody? Good morning. One second, we'll jump into these levels. All right, let's go. So ES hit that 7,700 demand zone we talked about yesterday, where we kept trying to short. We were shorting down to that 77. It got there after hours. It held, and it looks like as long as we hold this 77, we're probably going to push to that 77.70 target that I wanted yesterday for longs. So as of right now, any pullback is being treated as a long opportunity. Full TP is 77.70. Over 77.70, you're going to look for that 7,800 back up to this 78.20. So you have 3 stops up here. You got 77.70, 7,800, 78.20. We'll just do to the full target. Just know the TPs along the way. Under 7,700, you got 76.32 down to 7,600. So 77 is your pivot. SPY's still in the middle of this range. So ideally, you want to see 2 things. You want to see this VWAP hold. You can play the VWAP up to the 776. Or you could wait for the 776 to reclaim and play longs back into price discovery. Or if you break this VWAP, you can, depending on the market conditions, if we do start selling off, you could play the break of the WAP down to 760, possibly down to 754 for targets. So you can play this both ways, even though it's in the center of the range. For this, you got to kind of see what the market conditions are doing. You don't just blindly get in. For triple Q, we're back at the infamous 722 we've been talking about for the past month or so. So we're hovering right below it. So if we do reclaim this, what we want to see is a break, a hold, obviously, and then we can get that push to 735 to 737. This would be your supply zone where you're looking at a target. And if we reject this 722, expect to move down to 700 or full TP down to 697. Pretty straightforward for triple Q. And NQ is kind of the same scenario. It is, we really want to see this 30,000 reclaim. So you can play this basically kind of the same way we just reviewed SPY. Come back, hold this 29.5 we talked about yesterday. As long as this 29.5, 29 between this little window holds, we are testing it right now. If this can hold, we can look for a pushback up to 30. So you can play the long up to 30. Over 30 is the confirmation. So over 30,000, you can see 30,300, 30,600. But you got to clear over 30. If you do break under this 29.5, you can look to play shorts depending on the market as well as SPY and ES. If the market starts breaking down under 29.5, you can look to take the shorts down to 28.9. So either direction, there's still a decent amount of meat on the bone, so don't feel like you have to chase. So those are the levels I'm going to be watching today. You guys have any questions? for news. Today is Wednesday. We got FOMC meeting minutes at 2 p.m. So try not to be sitting in a trade around 2 o'clock. Most likely, I don't think we'll get much movement, but just to be cautious, let 2 o'clock hit or close your trade by then and then look for a re-entry just to be safe. If you want to, I don't really condone trading news unless you're just full porting evals or something, but still a bad habit. Try to avoid it. Let me clear this. You guys have any questions about any other stocks, charts, or anything? Just clearing off these arrows at the moment. You still in those longs, North Shore? Probably take this thing up quite a bit. And then for earnings, let's go back real quick. Today, we had Target, Lowe's, and Weeble is after hours. That's really about it. So, like we talked about, tech is basically done for earnings. There's not really much to move the market from here. It's kind of out of the way. You're the man. Yeah, I put a limit in this morning at 98 flat because we hit 98.25 or something. So I was looking for that little retest. Never got it. All right. You guys are looking to trade individual stocks. We got Meta right off this 543. You look for a retest. You hold 543. You could see a nice push up to 564. Under 543, shorts are on the table to 534. I believe Tesla, you're a man. Guy loves SpaceX. Tesla's still in the center of this range. So as long as you hold this VWAP, you can target that 349 if you start breaking down, depending on the market. Well, I can't even say that. Tesla kind of does its own thing. So if the market's blasting, Tesla sometimes is inverted to the market. So Tesla is kind of a hard stock to trade in the center of the range. Ideally, I'd like to see this 349 just hold. Over 349, I like longs, or if we sell off to 311, I would try longs off this as well. I would just kind of avoid Tesla in the center of the range. Amazon keeps bouncing off that 218 we've been talking about continuously. She's pushing back up to all-time highs. Meta is in the center of this range after that big rally. She could hold. She can probably go retest that 492. Over 492 is the long into 507. Apple, same thing, held that 306, pushing back up to highs. Amazon held the 258. She bounced up. She's got room to go to 272 or whatever they hit for all-time highs after earnings. That's really it. Let's go to SpaceX for I just put space by accident. Yeah, so you got a level right here. Got this 149. Got this 146. 139. You got these lows at 135. It's kind of just your window right now. Over that 150, I think that was what SpaceX opened at. I think it was 150. That's like your retest level. 150 breaks, you can look for longs under 150. If you start rejecting, I would like those shorts, as I've been saying. Look for a move back down. This is something to keep your eye on, right? It's something like that. Here, we'll go to the hourly, it's cleaner. So really, as long as you hold this, I would like to see that 146 hold. You can take longs up to 149, 150, right at that level. If you break that, you could probably get some continuation. That's really it. Still a fairly new chart, so it's kind of hard to say, right? It's really about it. Play something like this if you want to throw some trend lines in. Not crazy about it. You break 139 though. You take this, you start breaking this 139, shorts are starting to look better and better. You're sick. I am looking for a retest of probably 40. I would love that VWAP retest. I don't think I'm going to get it. So I'm looking for 40. See if we could hold this 40. If this holds right here, we made this low, I'll look to get it. If this breaks, I'm just going to sit on my hands. Kind of how I'm viewing it. Because this was a big move. Look at the nodes right here. See how thin it is? So if this breaks, ideally we should have a pretty quick move down. As fast as this went up is as fast as this will retrace. So I want to see if it was a genuine move, I guess you can say. You break 40, I'm just looking for that POC somewhere around here. This 20, wherever this volume is, this 15 ideally would be a nice entry. See if we get a flush down. At the moment, NQ or triple Q is rejecting that 722 we just talked about. So if whoever's trading NQ, triple Q, you want to reclaim this 722, right? It's rejecting once again. Let's see if we get a pullback and a hold, and we can try some longs. You said 740 would be ideal. Under 740, I'm looking for this 34, 35. Well, give me a little lower. See if we can get down there. Did we just hit the 40? We did. Oh my God. Bounced right off it. All right, I'm gonna. So triple Q's pushing. I'm gonna try just. Damn, they fill me like shit. It was at 42. All right, I'm just doing starter entry right here. I like how NQ is holding. She looks like she wants to go try to push through that 722. ES does pull back a little more to that 27 to this 32. I'm looking to add. If you guys want to wait, you can look for that. See if you can get this retest right here. I'm going to add in. I'm just doing a starter position. Let's see. So I'm looking for that 34, 35 we talked about. Then I'll be in at full size. You took shorts? What did you take? The 60? I don't know. This hourly looks like if she could hold this 35, that's what I'm saying. This thing can go run back up to at least 70. So I'm going to add in. If it breaks, I'm just cutting it because it's most likely, if it breaks the 34, you're probably just heading back to that 7,700. There's no point of holding. That's why I kept the starter just in case. If it runs, I'm already in. If it breaks down, I'll add in. But I mean, she's holding that 36 right where she needs to. NQ rejected that 722 hard, or triple Q. It was a boring start once again. See what tech's doing. Nvidia's probably going to go retest that 218. That was a pretty nasty rejection. Apple's pushing back the highs. Microsoft's pushing back to that 492. So getting mixed readings once again. I'm still waiting for that 34-ish. Here's my 34. Let's see if it holds before I add. There's that 34. Let's see if we hold. If not, I'm going to cut this thing. Alright, I added those last 5. Looks like we're trying to hold. Let's see. Just the last shelf of volume. Either this is it or it's going to just break down to that 20 that we were talking about. Yeah, nice. Well, NQ broke view up. ES is sitting right there. It's most likely if NQ keeps breaking down, it's just going to drag ES. Yeah, look, Amazon's breaking new low a day. The only thing is they haven't been correlating, so I'm just like I don't. It's hard to get a read. They're still sitting at this 34. We hold. I'm looking to take this thing back to high a day, so we'll see. Anybody in this long with me? We called that 34. Here, man. I had to do a starter just in case we didn't run. I mean, in case we ran before we tested the 34. That was the only beat thing off. If you guys want, you could take risk off. If you did add in like me, I'm just trying to, at this point, I might just look for this whole move. Back to this 54. Going on. Good morning. See if we get the push. So full TP is 70. So we'll see. See if we get the follow through. Did we snipe that 34 or what? What did we wick down to? 32? I should trim if I was smart. I might trim. We'll see. Tell you guys are in those longs. Sweet. Hopefully you guys make some cash. Should just push. Come on, ES. The 41 is like the new pivot, so I'm quick for BE if we do breakdown. I was up like 300. Took none of it. That's why I said I should have trimmed. Yeah, good man. I'm just being greedy. I'm out. $25. It's not even worth the fucking trade. I was up 300. Stupid. See if we get a pushback down. It's rejecting that 40, whatever it was, the 43. Yeah, just let it do its thing. Maybe we'll get a better entry down here at 13 if this is the case. I didn't like this bubble right here. Started getting absorbed. You in those shorts still, B? I'm an idiot. I should have took the 300. I set it to. We had the good entry, just there was no follow through. That's why we sell when it breaks those pivots, right? Got out right at that 41. If you caught that short B, you're the man. The 722 on triple Q was a better move. Triple Q is just a cleaner chart lately. Come on, let's get back to the 19 or the 20. Let's do it. Anywhere down here, we'll see. Just let it do its thing. Yeah, Apple's still pushing. Nvidia's heading for that 218 still. See if we just make a lower high. Tech's getting worked right now. Look at Nvidia just dumping. Oh shit, 724. We're almost at that 720. Get me down to like 717, 718, anywhere down there. I'm liking it a little more. See if we hold. Yeah, I'm just going to try it here. Shitty entry. They are. I'm just looking for this dead cat bounce back up to this 40. Yeah, she might make the leg down. Damn. Well, they're going to give me the 17 now, aren't they? Yeah, Nvidia broke that 218. Tech's just getting worked. It's most likely just going to drag ES down. Apple just made a new all-time high. Just doing its own thing right now. Anybody in these longs, or was everyone kind of biased short? You just fill me. Come on. Come on. One more dollar. 50 cents. Come on. I'm playing that game. All right. Well, we're back to 156. Anyone catch that long with us, or what? NQ swept that 29-4. That could have been a sweep. Let's see. If that's the case, I should have probably never got out. No one took that long. Yeah, it's just building a buffer back up because I didn't take anything from that last one. So let's see if we make a lower high right here or we start breaking through. So 43 is like our pivot. Yeah, NQ looks so much weaker. Should have probably held that. The ones I hold go BE. Yeah, the ones I take just is the reversal. It's just shot. This will run. That'll probably be the low of day. The long I took. It'll just run all the way back up to fucking 60. Yeah, NQ's. This could be the lower high. That's the only thing I don't like. That's why I took it at the 34. I mean, Nvidia's sitting on the demand zone. This thing's just pushing back up. 315 heading to that all-time high at 317. Meta reclaimed 543. We just don't know if we're going to break back down or is this we start getting a push off these levels. That's what we don't know. 737. Damn. Blew it, man. Hey, man. I had it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm sick. Sick. Guy was it at what? 20 something? Sniped that long. Let's wait till 10 o'clock, guys. Yeah, the hourly looks pretty good. They held that level. They retested that candle on the hourly, and it held. Freaking snipe this thing. This is probably the next hourly. Maybe will give us the breakout. Got to close over 40 though. As long as we can hold this 40 level, we're in good shape. Under 40 is our pivot basically. So over 40 longs, under 40, this is like our lower high. And then we can play the shorts back down. So if you're looking at it from like, I'll just show you guys real quick from like a 2-minute standpoint. This could be the lower high. I think we're going to push up, but you guys say this would be the rejection right here, ideally. Rejection, rejection. We're right here. This would be your short if you were going to take it. I'd really be waiting for the POC to fail for more confirmation. Your entry won't be as good, but it gives you confirmation. And then same thing. Over the 40, you can play the long, or you can wait for this break at like 42, 43. So I'm just sitting on my hands waiting. We cracked 43. I'm looking for that 70 TP. That 65.70 that I wanted. I should have just held the freaking 29. I said it too. I was like, this is going to be the one that goes. I try it the first time, get stuff from BE. Never fails. Got about 30 seconds for this hourly close. There's that 10 o'clock. Let's see what happens. Closed right at that 40. I hate these market conditions. NQ looks like she wants to just break down. I should go over and trade NQ and just get off ES. It's just sideways. Yeah, NQ looks like she's just smoked. Yes, Tech was getting worked too. Yeah, Nvidia looks like she's about to break the 218. It's just weird. Apple's pushing the all-time highs. Microsoft either going to double top right here or go try to grind up to that 492. But NQ's just getting worked. NQ's selling off most likely because Nvidia's dragging it down. But it's still weird because Apple. That's why I don't get the divergence right there. Yeah, I'm sitting on my hands until something presents itself at this point. I don't see anything worthy. Like if NQ didn't look like shit, I would look to take the long, but I just I don't see it holding. That 34 entry we were talking about earlier for ES would be ideal, but if NQ continues, that 34 is just going to break right down. I'm not trying to get caught. Is everyone green so far? Break even, sitting on your hands, no trades. Good man. Yeah, just be patient. If you guys are on your last trade or whatever your rules are, there's not much really presenting itself. This is like yesterday. It's just nonsense. Like me, I could have yesterday. Perfect example. How many times did I say I want to play the 65 or whatever it was, the breakout? All right. What was yesterday? The 18th. So right here, 9:30. What I say? Yeah, whatever it was. The break of 36 or whatever we were saying yesterday. For some reason, I get in the middle of the range and then took the loss. Like I could have just avoided the whole loss if I just stuck to my rules. I said the break of, I think it was 22 for the downside and like 36 for the upside, and I just got in like a goon, and I get back 250 just for being careless. Like, so try to whatever you're looking at, really try to apply it. You know, there's a perfect example. I said, this is what I'm looking at. I don't do it. Makes no sense. Looks like NQ's just bear flagging right now, to be honest with you guys. Look at Apple just pushing. Yeah, that's my problem. I get like psyched out because these markets are shot. I'm like, oh, this is my thesis. And then it starts playing out. I'm like, should I get in? Should I not get in? And then I like psych myself out. And then it starts playing out. I'm like, guy's shot. Like, I do like these longs right here if we hold. Back to the 40. If we were claiming, I'm probably going to go for it, guys. She rejected. I used to have times where my execution would be amazing, like not amazing, but like it'd be really good. And then when the market conditions shift, my whole style just gets worked. That's why I size down as well. I don't really run any more minis for the most part. I'll do like half a con or half a mini. Sometimes I'll go for a full mini if I'm going to scale in, but that's really it. Yeah. Anyone take the 40 short? Did they try the 40 short, or are you guys just still waiting? Nah, me neither. Just waiting. NQ looks like she just wants to flush. NQ starts flushing and ES breaks at WAP, I'm going short. Just waiting to see if we get the follow through. What happens is we'll break, we'll get in, they'll buy it up, we'll get caught. No, I mean nothing really is. This is the craziest part I don't get is this. Apple ran right to our 317.5 to a dot. This is just rallying Apple, and Nvidia is just breaking down. This is just mind blowing to me. Got to break 35. Under 35, the short is just. I mean, you could take this down, really down to that 20. TP 20, TP this wick. Under 35, that's 15-point move. Looks like we might get it. Let's see. That's what I'm watching for the next setup. The break at 35, TP in 20. That 722 on triple Q is just a freaking wall. Look at this thing. It's like every day. It holds it, it pushes, it breaks, it just flushes. $35 still won't break. NQ is going for that low a day right now. Maybe we'll blow through this 35 right here. Come on, NQ, breakdown. Yeah, there's the 35 break. Anyone go for it? NQ made a low a day. Should have just went to NQ and traded. I don't even know why I'm doing it to myself with ES. Look at this. Look at this chart. Just flatlined. At least NQ's like lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. Bear flag. Like it's just at least it's something. ES, I'm like I don't even know how to trade. You can't even trade this. The 35 break, but it's like okay, it's not that great of a setup. Oh yeah, Nvidia shorts was it too. Did anybody take the 35 short or the no one? 35 or the POC at the 40. You're the man. You're the man. TP, I would look for that 20 somewhere down here. I don't know what your fill was, but you could use 40 as your pivot. So over 40, that's like your stop. So if you got in 35, you're looking to make 15 points and you're risking about 5 points. So it's like a 3R. It's a good trade. Yeah, it's perfect. Risking, put your stop at like 40, 41. Just chops every morning now. Yeah, you're going to get it. I mean, if any of us were smart, we would have played just the break of the bear flag on NQ. I mean, I still don't know why I'm just not changing the chart. Look. Boom. Boom. Breaks. Beautiful short. Like, picture perfect. And then look at this piece of shit over here. This is my stubbornness. At least you caught that short. Hell yeah. Yeah, it looks like death's coming for this thing right now. You might get a nice move right here. See if you get a little retest, make a lower high, and then break. I want to pull this long so freaking bad. I really need like a 28, 29. I need somewhere down here. The 32 messes up my RR up here. It just looks like she wants to go. Come on. Come on. This is that bullshit. Wanted like $2 down more. And you're still holding this, so I still favor the upside just for the fact that we're holding this. I need the 40 break, and then I'll take longs. I wanted the 29 down, at least somewhere down here. So I would have played the break of this candle and just placed a stop right here. Microsoft, like we said, this thing might slow grind right to that 492. Apple's mounted to this 317.5. Nvidia might be basing out right here. Who knows? We'll see if it can reclaim this 218. Tesla's flat. Meta's flat. Reclaimed after that sell off to 543. And Amazon bounced off our 258. Yeah, this thing, I'm about to flip long in a second. I'm trying it, guys. I'm in. It just looks so strong. I'm not missing this move. See if we squeeze the shorts today. It's gotta reclaim the 40. I get in right at it like a goon. So I wanted that 29. It was low risk. I could have played the 29 to the retest of the 40. That's what I was like looking for. Yeah, it's the best one. This thing will give me the 29 entry after I got in at 39 like a goon. Nah, I still like it. Telling you, if we hold, we could really squeeze to like 70. That's the sickest part of the whole thing, and that's not even being like like greedy. It's just what it is. This 40's pissing me off. Yeah, no, that's all it is. The low of the range is 27. That's why I wanted that freaking 29. I would have been right here. I would have still been green. It bounced so aggressive I couldn't get in. It was like 33 in a second. And then I sat there, hesitated, and then it ran to 36. And I'm looking for that real move if we get it. Let's see. I'm not even selling it. We have FOMC minutes at 2 o'clock as well. I might just hold this thing all day. Our next liquidity zone is really 74. I mean, there's just nothing. Need to stay over 40 for it, but let's see. We'll get the move at 11:30, like it's been doing all week. See what Apple's at. See what Tech's doing. Nvidia's bear flagging again. Apple rejected the 317. Let's see if she can hold right here. If not, she'll break down and retest VWAP. Amazon's probably coming down to that 260. Microsoft failed. Like we said, the double top. Basically, a little action. Now it's selling off. Meta's flat. Tesla's not moving. That's really it. I do like how ES is holding WAP though. It's not breaking, but if it does eventually break, it's just going to drop to 700. I'll show you guys the 64 I'm talking about right here. See the shelf? We take out this 40. Look, it's just it was such a big short, big sell off that there's no volume here. So if we do reclaim this 40, it's what we're fighting for. If we can reclaim it, it should be fairly quick back up. So I'm looking for the top of the move. No, thank you. Anybody in the longs with me? We take this 40 out this time. So you got a low, higher low, higher low. This has just got to take it out. Just got to take this 40 out. That's it. Just take it out. I wanted to add down there so bad too. It sucks. You're a mad, Marit. Thank you. Just can't hold it. That's the best thing I received. And a 15-minute candle close, let's say. Got 30 minutes left for this hour. Let's see if they squeeze it for this last hourly close. This last 30 minutes. Over 40, I'm loving this long. We had a strong close on the 15. We just got to take out this 40. As long as we can hold this POC. It keeps hovering right here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Give me that push. If you guys want to be conservative, look for 49.50. That's not a bad place to trim. If you're looking to try to catch that whole move, full TP is around 60, 65. Anybody in this long with me? The man. Yeah, I'm really trying to hold this thing for a good 20 points at least. At least we're holding this 40 now. That's all that matters. We take this 50 out. I'll see you guys at 60. If not, trim at 50. 49.50. It's not ideal to lock something in. Did we catch that break? I'm pissed about this 29. I wanted this so bad. I would have freaking sniped it. Then I hesitated at the 32. I'm like, we'll get the 29. Just Brandon never looked back. Come on, NQ, just blow through VWAP. Testing it. She's rejecting. Yeah, see, NVIDIA's reclaiming the 218. Amazon's pushing. I wouldn't be surprised if Apple makes a new all-time high today. I mean, at the moment, nothing's really telling me to get out. Yeah, we're heading for that 50, guys. Come on. Let's go. NQ, just break the WAP. That's what we need. We need it. How you doing, North Shore? What's your fill? It's got to be patient. We should get it. First TP, 49.50, 43. And then full TP's up here, 65. Let's see what happens at this. We might get a rejection right here. It's not a bad idea to lock something in. Either I'm going to sell all or I'm just going to try to just take it to the 65. We'll see how it plays out. I know, that's the thing. Just look at the hourly, though. That's like, this whole trade is, look at this, just massive candle, retest right to the bottom of the candle, and then another wick. Like, it looks like she wants to break out right here. That's why I'm, like, trying to hold. I'm ready to lock it in as long as right when I see any rejection. Yeah, I'm watching NQ like a hawk right now. I'm over it. 450. I know it's probably gonna go. I'm fucking sketched out. I wanted like 700 today. It's gonna go. Just a matter. Maybe you get a rejection right here, come back down. I don't think you're gonna retest this 40 though. We played it pretty well. This 39 to 40, level to level. So we'll see how it goes. The hourly looks like she wants to go. If you guys go to the hourly time frame. As long as you hold 40, I mean, it's just showing it wants to go. Sick. This will be the one that breaks it out. Yeah, there it goes. No. I don't see any shorts. There's no sellers on bookmap right now. I mean, there's sellers. Just I see way more buyers up here. The 70, it's most likely going to gravitate to 70, and then maybe we get the short. You talk about NQ, NQ. Yeah, maybe NQ. ES looked like she's got another 10, $15 on her. I blew it. I fucking blew it. I blew it, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna probably give this 15 minutes. It'll be 11. I'm gonna just call it a day. If you guys do trade, remember FOMC minutes is at 2 p.m. as well. So if you're in a trade around that time, just be cautious, or I'd recommend closing the trade out. At least we made the 250 back from yesterday, right? So we're up 200 between yesterday and today. So I tell you, keep those losses small, guys. Lost 250 yesterday, and back to 450 today. With the same size, right? We'd even size up 5 micros. Also in the Discord, do you guys want me to add any specific videos? Can we get back into recording a whole bunch of content for the Discord? I just don't know. We have a good amount of videos in there or something specific. Yeah, I say I blew it because I didn't stick to my game plan. Not that I blew it for the dollar amount. Because ideally, if we hold the 50, I mean, we're not holding it right now. So ideally, I really wanted that 60. It looks like she's going to go for it. I don't know. I guess I should have trimmed right here. Took 2 off or 3 off and then just ran the last for 60, but it is what it is. Like nothing on this hourly showing me to get out besides this value area high. milk and Apex. We'll see. I got to get back to my Lucids eventually. I'm playing with those Apex ones. See if we can milk these boys. Anybody still holding that long, or everyone sitting on their hands at this point? The next thing to look for, the last trade that you could try to go for, is the break of 50 and take it up to like 65, 70. Anywhere up there, look for 15, 20 points. That's the last trade. I wouldn't be looking to short this just because, excuse me, the hourly structure. If you're talking about NQ, that's a whole lot you could do. This thing's just doing whatever the hell it wants at this point. Either it's going to reject VWAP, make a lower high from up here, and just break down to 28.9, or we're going to reclaim this and start grinding back up to the pre-market high, maybe up to this 30K if you're lucky. ES just looks stronger. I mean, it's been stronger this whole time. The sick part is if I took that first 300 that I said, I would have had the 750 that I wanted. 700. That's the sick part. Instead, I took it for BE like a goon. Goon, yeah. That 50's holding, guys. If you can get a retest of like 45, maybe this wick, not even. Yeah, like right here, this wick, 45 of this structure. This could be gonna take a stab at it. If that fails, just wait for the 40 at the POC. So you could do or the starter position at 45 and full size at 40. If the 40 breaks, just cut it. That's really really about it. I don't know if you'll get that deep of a pullback to 40 though. Yeah, she goes. Gonna go for it. NQ still holding that VWAP. Yeah, hopefully you guys don't end up trading this nonsense. It looks shot. I still like the longs. I really want to see how the hourly closes though. If they really stuff this whole thing right here, you're just going to sit in this range again. You're rejecting pretty aggressively. You might get the 40 retest, guys. Right off this would be your pivot. That's what we took the first time. If this breaks, you're going back into the range. I would just turn the computers off at that point. This is your long right here. Under this, it's invalid. And that is shocking that it's the inside body candle from the previous candle, right? We played the 40 entry. We took it up. Value area high. We're not doing anything crazy. It's the same strategy every day. Same thing every day. You can see where the fills were. So fills right here. We took it right at the top. So we bought in right here, 39, and we sold at 51. The POC to the value area high, right? That was same strategy I do every day. And when the POC aligns with the hourly pivot, I like it even more. A little more confluences. You guys have any more questions? Probably going to call it a day. Yeah, I'm probably done, guys. I was going to give it to 11. I don't even want to sit here at this point. Just remember, FOMC meetings 2 o'clock. So just be cautious. Over 40, longs on the table. Under 40, it's really a no trade zone. Same thing as yesterday, right? You break the 22, shorts are back on the table. Same level as yesterday, the 22. But with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.